thanks Nashville here and Steve and Jeremy for having me out. My name's David Monfore. I sing a few tunes from you. Hail from Tuscaloosa, Alabama. I've been in Nashville for about 9 years, so this is called Back in Your Arms. Thinking about you every second of every day, not wanting to be without you, don't know life any other way. You came in and swept me off my feet, just when I thought life had me beat. Well, I'd been riding down this cold and lonesome road, thinking to myself, which sign could lead me home? It was like a song that went on way too long. There was no end in sight. 'Cause baby, back in your arms is where I belong. Without you next to me, I feel so alone. And I'd do anything if you just come back. Baby, you got to believe where I belong is back in your arms. Picture of happiness once hung there on our wall. Well, I went out and messed things up, and from there took a fall. There it lay broken along with my heart, 'cause you were gone. Well, I've made lots of wrong moves and managed to get by. Life sure isn't easy, but with you it's simplified. The heartaches and hard times are behind us now. I'll do anything you please, 'cause baby, back in your arms is where I belong. Without you next to me, I feel so alone. And I'd do anything if you just come back. Baby, got to believe where I belong is back in your arms. Back in your arms. Back in your arms.
All right. David.
Thank you. Okay. Good friend of mine, well, a friend of mine, D.W. DeHart wrote this next song called Sunday Drive. He is a good friend, so I did the vocals on it for his demos, so it goes like this. 10 years old, stuck in the front seat. Sunday afternoons, Daddy at the wheel. Hours wasted going nowhere. I could still hear myself complain. In his new Ford station wagon, white with that fake wood paneling, always took a different route. To me it all looked the same. Man, I'd rather been left behind instead of bored out of my mind on a Sunday drive, winding down a back road through the countryside, going too slow. Stop for gas and maybe a Coke. After miles and miles we'd end up back home. Well, I'd stare out the window as we'd arrive, thinking there had to be more to life than a Sunday drive. The road gets long and it's rarely straight. I've learned about the toll time takes before you get too far. Better fill the tank and check the spare. Thought a lot about those drives now. Took me quite a while to figure out that he knew his destination. There's no hurry getting there on a Sunday drive, winding down a back road through the countryside, going too slow. Stop for gas and maybe a Coke. After miles and miles you'd end up back home. I stare out the window as we ride, thinking there had to be more to life than a Sunday drive. He took his final ride just a year ago. I wish he was still here. I'd toss him the keys and say, take me on a Sunday drive, winding down a back road through the countryside, going too slow. Stop for gas and maybe a Coke. After miles and miles we'd end up back home. Lately I've begun to realize just how much this life is like a Sunday drive, winding down a back road through the countryside, going too slow. Stop for gas and maybe a Coke. After miles and miles you'd end up back home. Lately I've begun to realize just how much this life is like a Sunday drive.
All right, David.
Yeah.
Thank you. Always said you'd never leave me. I always knew we were meant to be. A cherished love to last forever. Just you and me. We'd have our place down on the river. Sit back and watch the world go by, and we'd live in love together until the end of time. Over the years I've looked near and far. I thought I wanted it all, but my true love is right beside me now. She's all that I need. Now through the years I've been lots of places. Grew up quick and familiar faces. I wanted you looking back at me. And over the years I've looked near and far. I thought I wanted it all, but my true love is right beside me now, and she's all that I need. She's all that I need, all that I want, all through the years. We've got it made, babe. It's easy this way. She's all that I need. You're all that I need. Yeah.
Thank you, David.
Thank you. Stay in the air conditioner.
Oh,
This next tune's called Nick of Time, so about never worrying about what might happen, because things are going to usually take care of themselves in the nick of time. Turn it up a little bit. The guitar. What am I doing here in this room of mine? Well, am I crazy? The thought crosses my mind. What's this mixed-up world want from me? Well, isn't it enough being set free? Being set free, oh. Why do I sit here and try to decide? Wasting days on end trying to unwind. It's a simple fact, it's hard to get by. Don't let it bring you down. It'll come to you in the nick of time. So watch out, girl, 'cause out of the blue and from behind will come the answers you desire. Living day to day and night to night, but that don't mean we gotta fight. Just live your life, 'cause in the nick of time, it'll be alright. Well, I walk miles in this little house of mine, just walking the floor, trying to figure out which move to make. Well, am I trapped inside these walls? Inside these walls. It always seems like everyone else is doing fine. Well, that ain't so. Everyone else has to walk the same long line. Don't give up hope. It'll all come true in the nick of time. Don't worry, I won't forget your name. And even if it slipped my mind, it would come to me in the nick of time. So watch out, girl, 'cause I'm the blue and from behind come the answers you desire. Living day to day and night to night, but that don't mean we gotta fight. Just live your life, 'cause in the nick of time it'll be alright. It'll be alright, it'll be alright. David Monfore. Thank y'all for coming out.